first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Handoff here to Nwangu. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that That's where he can really hurt you.
He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 12. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now it's Watson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. He'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
A try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can...
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now back to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The drive will start with an option going left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kime Nwangu with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, the big play prior to this one got them down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Second and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by a Caleb Evans.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Jake Elliott is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And now here is another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2nd and 13. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings our 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Now a give, running left is Nwangu.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Vikings 28, Lions 14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They'll look to throw again.
37-yard line.
That is taken in by Hurst. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
One more time with Swift.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense right rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by a V2 Melifonwu. And the Lions are...